And now for something completely different. So a few of you are probably wondering why I pulled to pieces a perfectly good SLK that was nearly ready to drive. After going to Drift Masters, I've really got the enthusiasm back for drifting again, and I want a comp car, a pro car. That was at best a posh practice day car or very, very low powered competition car, hence pulling to bits to improve. Now this was always part of the plan, to buy a practice day car, something that is sort of fit for purpose with very little modification, and put it together as quickly as possible, get out and actually do some driving. It's been years since I've driven properly. If I want to compete again, I need to get used to it again, at the very least. My last competitive round was August 2015, so it has been the best part of a decade since I've been out. So this should do the job. As you can see, it is a 325 Ti compact, really low mileage, clean, roadworthy car with an MOT, which is far too good to be bouncing off walls, but I wanted to start with something good this time. Normally when it comes to cheap drift cars, I buy something that isn't roadworthy, can't test it properly, and it inevitably doesn't work. This does work. I've driven it on the road, I've given it plenty of time to misbehave itself, and it hasn't. To accompany this, I've also bought a brand new trailer. So I now have a practice day drift car. I've ordered the coilovers for it. Haven't even cheaped out on the coilovers. I've gone for yellow speed true rear coilovers, so I need to reinforce the rear end. And yeah, this should be a lot of fun. I'm absolutely buzzing to get out in this thing. So a few basic modifications and off we go. So on the list of to-dos, strip the interior and get as much weight out of the car as physically possible, and this will help with the distinct lack of power compared with what I'm used to. Fit the new yellow speed coilovers as supplied by SR Auto Source. I'm going to buy Wizard of Lock knuckle adapters because they're steel. Most people's are aluminium, and steel is clearly a lot stronger. I've heard people having problems with the aluminium ones. I'm either going to buy some extended lower arms from Wizard of Lock or buy some standard E36 all steel lower arms and put some extensions in myself. I haven't decided with that one yet. Either way, a lower arm extension. Fit a bucket seat. I have the bucket seat out of the SLK. It's a brand new Sparco, I believe. I can't use that in the SLK because I'll need side head restraints when it comes to that car. Fit the handheld fire extinguisher. It's always wise to have one. I know for practice days you don't need them, but better to be safe than sorry. I've also got a plumbed in fire extinguisher which I may also fit. Still haven't decided on that one. Fit my XXR wheels. They're multi-stud Jap fit and 120, I believe, so if I'm correct with my memory they should bolt straight on the car. If not, I'll get some adapter spacers. Fit and plumb the hydraulic handbrake. Again, I'm going to use the one out of the SLK because I'll probably buy an IRP one for that now. That's a much more high spec car. Remove the clutch delay valve. Don't want any clutch issues with that causing slippage. Obviously an essential, weld the diff. Want both wheels spinning at the same time, no one wheel tyre fire. Swap the ECU for a reflash one. That'll remove the traction control and prevent any limp mode problems, and up the rev limit as well. Be nice to have a little bit more wheel speed in each gear. And that is about it. Very, very basic, simple spec, designed to just give me the essentials I need to have a fun, usable car that won't be depressing. If you miss any of those sort of key points, you either end up with problems or having a car that's completely undrivable. Neither of which is fun when you've spent all the money on a track day and the time to get there and you're excited and everything else that goes along with it. So that is the essentials. I'm going to get those done and get out drifting as soon as physically possible. Along with that list, there are a couple of little bits extra bits that I didn't write down that I will do. I mean, obviously you've got to disable all the airbags. If you have an impact, the last thing you want is an airbag going off in your face. Fit a steering wheel. Aftermarket steering wheel. I cannot get on with the standard wheel. I don't know why. Every car I've ever drifted with a standard wheel, it just doesn't feel the same for some reason. I'll put probably an induction kit on as well, so I've got one kicking about, but that is the main of it. I mean, there's nothing major apart from the bits on the list. So yeah, let's get going and get this thing done. So yes, I know this car would make more power with the standard airbox and the air feed from the front, but in my opinion BMW 6-pot sounds absolutely awful. There's no way I'm going to straight pipe it or anything like that. So the only thing you can really do to improve the noise is give it some induction noise. So yeah, it might make slightly less power, but I'm not overly concerned about that. I just want some nice noises. Nothing. This one's annoying.
Why?
It's one of those screwdriver. There we go. Try not to smash the car to pieces this time. must be more underneath the door cards. Worry about that a little bit later. So that's a pretty good start on the BMW. It took a fair while to get it in the workshop today because I had the S13 shell and the Z31 to move before we get the trailer down the driveway. They're both now for sale, so if anybody's interested in a really rusty Z31 turbo manual or a S13 shell with the front and rear chopped off ready for a drift build, please drop me a message on Instagram. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to be doing a lot more over this weekend. I think the next job will probably be pulling the diff out and welding the diff, checking my wheels fit, etc. So see you soon.